So now we are at the end of the essential practice section. Up to this point in the course, we have looked very closely at each essential feature and tool, and there has been a lot to learn. Now we are ready to embark on creating full projects from scratch. But before that, it will help to reflect on some of the things we have learned before we get into the nitty-gritty of creating a project from scratch. In this video, I'm going to recap on the key things that will help you hit the ground running, improve your workflow, and help you use the program effectively. And to make this really easy, I have prepared an awesome resource that you can use to get fully warmed up and ready to start creating your own projects from scratch in InDesign. So, are you ready to get warmed up? I know I am. So let's get into it. So here I have a document open that lists all the essential things you can keep in mind to warm up to using InDesign. This document breaks down everything we have learned over the previous videos into an easy reference list. Here you can go through every key section and view each point with instructions. Now I've put this together for you as a crucial reference to help you get started, which you can use as a reminder of how to use InDesign and action certain tasks. Before we move into the next big section of this course and start creating projects from scratch, I would highly recommend you read through this list to warm up. This document can be found in the download folder that comes with this class. This download folder comes with multiple projects and a ton of assets and resources we will be using in this course. You can find the link to acquire the folder from the description. With the download folder open, click into folder 2 practice files and open the practice worksheets InDesign file. If we scroll down to the second page, we can see a variety of worksheets. For this video, we're going to look at the InDesign warm-up worksheet. So with the selection tool, I'll click the InDesign warm-up thumbnail. Now I'll either come to the links panel and click Edit Original, or I'll hold Alt on the keyboard and double click on the worksheet thumbnail, and the worksheet will open up in its own document. So the warm-up document here contains key sections that you can reflect on from preparation all the way through to how to export your files. The first section will help you be prepared to work in InDesign, and this section covers everything from setting up a project folder to preloading your fonts. The next section will help you with the InDesign interface, and this section covers everything from setting up preferences to using a double monitor setup to help with your workflow. The next section will help you regarding your workflow in InDesign, and this section covers everything from mastering keyboard shortcuts to viewing crucial link criteria in the links panel. The next section will help you regarding your document management in InDesign, and this section covers everything from organizing your layers to adding non-printable layers. The next section will help you work with objects in InDesign, and this section covers everything from adjusting anchor points to applying stroke effects. The next section will help you with your layout in InDesign, and this section covers everything from using grids and guides to using text frame options for columns. The next section will help you to work with text in InDesign, and this section covers everything from find and replace to using placeholder text. The next section will help you to work with images in InDesign, and this section covers everything from importing images to adding gradient feather effects. The next section will help you work with color in InDesign, and this section covers everything from managing swatches to using the CC library. The next section will help you work with interactivity in InDesign. This section covers everything from adding hyperlinks to optimizing file size for interactivity. And the last section will help you to export in InDesign. And this section covers everything from using pre-flight to exporting EPUBs for digital publishing. So that's a comprehensive list of all the things to keep in mind to get you started using InDesign. Before we embark into the next section, I recommend you read over all these points to familiarize yourself with all the criteria and get fully warmed up and ready for the next big challenge. So this brings us to the end of the essential practice section of this course. In the next section, we're going to be creating a variety of publication projects from scratch. It's now time to get creative and bring together everything we have learned. So see you in the next section.